Good evening, it's Monday, which means F1 with Blobby. It's DRS first, just getting people loaded in. Singapore, short quali, 31 lap race, and then AMW later on with Webster, Magnatex, Adkins, and the boys and girls from AMW Racing in Spa. It is DRS. We are live. We're back on the DRS Twitch as well as my own Twitch and Kick channels.
Hello to
Jonathan in both the chats. Oh, we've lost Mr. Pickle. Mr. Pickle, sir, if you need another invite, do give me a shout in chat. And I'll try and get you back in. It said you'd left, but you're still seemingly there. I don't know. The light's a bit bright on me today. I don't know what's going on there. Just a bit, please. Look, I'm bloody ghost. Right, who have we got making their way out of the pit lane? Alex Pixie. Taking the Alpine. In the place of Lake Bloomer. Who else are we missing today? Still no Ben Lane. Skippy's missing in the McLaren. And Project Ty for Kick Sauber. Out come the V-Carbs and Senna and the Aston Martins. We will stay with Alex Pixie. He will start his lap once I've got Mr. Pickle invited back. There we go, Mr. Pickle. And Alex Pixie starts the first lap. First proper lap of the session. Ferrari stays nicely out of the way. Very interesting race last week in AMW at Singapore as well, where the rain came. It came very heavily indeed. Could we see something similar tonight here in DRS? Of course, we'll bring you all the championship permutations as the night progresses. Joker still leads the way in the main championship. Alex Pixie 129.2. Here is Syme. Syme, who's led early in the championship but dropped down the order with a mix of a couple of poor finishes and a couple of no-shows, or not being able to race. 127.7 for him, second and a half quicker than Alex Pixie. Easy Life goes onto the board for 130.1, and Senna goes quickest, 127.6. And he is now right in the title race after a good period of form in recent weeks. Who else we got out here? There's Sloth. Yellow in sector 1 is just for someone allowing somebody through, I think. Do have to keep an eye on it here because very possible to bin it and crash out of qualifying. As we saw, I think Ken and one other driver do in AMW. And Sloth just slower than Easy Life on that one. So is 50 Gent. Joker goes third, 127.7. Rusty in fourth, 128.3. Pickle on his way now. As Nico 130.2. Tight grouping in the early 130s there. At the moment, well off of the front runner's pace in the 127s. Swanton's out there, we'll keep an eye on him. Two more for the both teams to score, Aka, please. Sloth now 128.5 up to P5. Smugs in with 129.1. Sainsy's on the board 129.8. And Mr. Pickle 130.3. He'll be disappointed with that one. Here's Jack Daniels. Anyone who does fall out the lobby, do let me know in chat rather than in Discord, because I don't always see the Discord. Here comes Jax. round to the line. 127.7 and ahead of Syme and Joker with that. So onto the front row goes Jax Daniels. Swanton is doing his usual double outlap, as he set a 135, which is nowhere near his pace. He'll get it primed and ready on this lap though. And expect to see him up there in the 127s as well. We're about to see how he's doing through sector 2. Just 2 left then to set a lap out. Newt and King Kong, and they're both out there. Here comes Joker towards the... Here's Swanton, towards the line. And it's quickest of all. 127.3 for Swanton. And onto pole position. Really mounting a serious title challenge now is Swanton. And at the moment, he has pole position. This is King Kong in the Mercedes. Interesting news of the final season of DRS on F1 24 coming soon. As Syme goes second. P6 for King Kong, 128.2. Syme, 127.5. Puts him on the front row. Newty down at the bottom, 132. Is he doing a double outlap? Styly, like Swanton. He's certainly got to improve his 2.5 seconds off the rest of the field with that one. So scope for improvement there. Quite a lot of them back out there. Joker is now 4th.
I wonder what time I would have set off if I didn't have 24 laps of fuel in the car. Person face booming.
Nico has got off with 24 laps of fuel in the car. He's down there in 14th. Still some time to get out there with a bit less fuel and give it another go, sir. Let's see how Newty's doing through here. He is tearing that 2.5 seconds off that he needs. Senna's improved back to second and he nearly got back to pole. 127.3 for him. Alex Pixie's up to 6 for 128.0. Here comes Al Newt. And Newty 128.8 for P12. So let's go and see Joker. In fact, I think he must be on an in lap. So he's not going to be making any gains from there. Same as Mr. Pixie. We just saw Newty. So Sainzy's a couple of seconds down. Senna's invalidated. So nobody really to go to for a hot lap at the moment. Easy life on an out lap. Has his sloth. We'll go with Jack, shall we? And let's go on board with Jack. So Senna's on an in lap. So yes, let's go on board with Jax for the next hot lap with 5 minutes to go in the session. On board with Jack Daniels from 5th. Nicely through that tricky opening couple of corners. That looks very tidy in sector 1. And it's pretty much level with his time. Gotta find half a second from somewhere to get him on pole. Important here in Singapore to get the best grid position, as the overtaking is difficult, especially if it rains. Through to the end of sector 2 comes Jax, and he is taking time off here, but he's just run that a little bit deep, I feel. Maybe gave that couple of tenths back. We shall find out as we remain on board. He's invalidated, he used a bit too much curb, and that's going to be the end of that one. Here's Rusty, he is well down, 9 seconds down. Sloth going back into the pits, so he must have invalidated as well. Nico is on his way back out, hopefully with a bit less fuel on board. Swanton, the leader, is on his way. And of course you're about to see a mass exodus from the pits in the next minute or so, because there's 3 minutes remaining in the session. And we'll go on board the Swanton. In fact, I don't think we will, because I think he's cruising. So here they all come out of the pits at once, sure to create some traffic problems. This is King Kong. He and Smug have got out a bit earlier. Still a few of them sat inside. 50 Gent, Easy Life. Easy Life making a move now. There goes King Kong to start his lap. 2 minutes remaining. We'll stay with King Kong. We'll try and get everybody as they cross the line. So Kong then on his way. And a slight improvement to P7 for Kong, who will be next over. That's going to be Smug, I think. He's improving. Just behind him we've got one of the Red Bulls. Smug then over the line. 5th place for Smug, 1:27.7. Jack starting his lap. Joker as well. 10 seconds remaining. So we're going to go to Nico, who has improved. to a 1:29.1. Checkered flag is out and he's invalidated, so we won't go to him. We'll go to Senna. And Senna's going back to the pits. Swanton currently sitting on pole. And improves again. 1:26.9 now. Who's next? Alex Pixie, I believe. Not improving. The Williams pair. Mr. Pickle goes 5th. Sainsy to 10th. Jax Daniels is out. Syme stays 3rd. Joker slightly down at the moment. Couple of others going over. Easy Life improves by nearly a second, but no place improvement. And Smug is on a go slow back into the pits. Joker and one of the Ferraris left. Joker comes to the line and goes 2nd, just ahead of Senna. Which of the Ferraris was that? It was Al Newt and he didn't improve. Rusty's on his way into the pits, and I think that is that, because Smug is also on his way into the pits. So it's pole for Swanton, but his title rival is right there next to him. Senna, Simon, Pickle, the top 5 in the championship, the top 5 on the grid. Consistency rules. Smug just ahead of Jax. Then it's Alex Pixie, King Kong and Sloth. King Kong the only Pro-Am to make it in the top 10. As I'm informed by the league tables that Alex Pixie is not a Pro-Am. Championship protagonists all up there this week. Swanton on pole. Joker edge Senna out a 2nd. Senna and Syme share row 2 with Mr. Pickle and Smug behind. Then it's Jax Daniels and Alex Pixie. King Kong with Sloth. Sainsy with Rusty Rusticles. Al Newt down there with Rouge Nico. Easy Life and 50 Gent rounding us off on row 8. Right then, folks, you will see the pit wall for a little while and get a little preview of what the weather's going to be like in Singapore. This is where we saw the rain hammering down last week. Not tonight. It looks clear. The standings look like this. In the Drivers' Championship, Joker has a 20-point lead over Swanton. Senna 14 further back. Mr. Pickle and Syme. Syme now 5th place in that championship. And also in the Pro Championship, where Joker has a 12-point lead. And Senna, Mr. Pickle and Syme. The team standings sees Aston Martin and Alpine dead level. Now, I'm not sure quite how this works for the moment for Alpine, because they've got 2 pro drivers. So, I'm guessing they won't score Pro-Am points. But, we'll see what happens there. But, Kick Sauber are next, but they're 50 odd points back, and Senna is a Lone Ranger tonight. Mercedes Williams are next, and in the Pro-Am, King Kong has a 33-point lead over Late Bloomer. Early leader 50 Gent is 3rd. And then Skippy, Sainsy, Project Tie Kong, 4 victories out of 9 races. Looks to have one hand on the title. But he also has 2 DNFs. So anything is possible. Late Bloomer and Pickle are bellends, according to A Raven. Thanks for that. Late Bloomer not in tonight, so you won't have to be too disappointed to see him. But Mr. Pickle's right in there, in the top 5 in the championship. Driving the Williams. The last thing I will do while we wait is take a quick look at the calendar. If I can find it. Where we are currently in week 10, so 2 races remain. Las Vegas next week and Monza to finish. So the championship is hotting up. So 2 races to go, in fact. King Kong could wrap the championship up tonight in the Pro-Am. We'll keep an eye on that. Let's put the tyres up for you. Everybody's on mediums except Alex Pixie, who's gone rogue. He's gone for hards. Alex Pixie, the only one to go for hards. The second Alpine. Everybody else on mediums. Top 5 on the championship are the top 5 on the grid.
18 seconds of pens.
Rouge Nico will get 18 seconds of penalties. I think he did that last week, if I remember rightly. Good to see some new chatters in. Do hit that follow and subscribe button. Don't forget, if you're a Prime user, you can do that subscription for free. And join us every Monday night for a double header of F1 24. League racing action. It's off to Spa at 10 PM. With AMW Racing. They come round now to the start. Swanson sticks it on the front. Mr. Pickle disqualified for his parking. This is a reasonable view if they don't change the camera. Just await a couple of them parking towards the back of the grid. 31 laps then this race. DRS disabled for the first lap. 5 lights go on. Out they go and away we go. And Joker got away a bit better than Swanson. And he's going to go up the inside into turn 1. But Swanson keeps it there. Senna gets edged out by Joker. Then it's Simon. Mr. Pickle maybe loses a place. No, he stays ahead. Smug and Jax in behind. Sainsy was the one who didn't really get away and has dropped to the rear. 50 and Easy Life always managed to get past a couple off the start. But back we go toward the run. Nico now drops to the rear. But back to the front we go, and it's Swanton from Joker, Senna, Syme, Pickle, Smug, Jax, Alex Pixie, King Kong. The front nine not changing at all at the moment. Rusty is next, and he's up to 10th, ahead of his teammate Al Newt. 50 and Easy Life, 12 and 13 from the rear. Senna showing good early pace, but has a little wobble coming out the corner, and that might invite Syme to have a look. All in single file for now. Swanton leads them towards the final couple of corners and has survived lap one. Look at Senna now trying to get alongside Joker. Thinks better of it and filters back in behind. The front five all battling for title honours. Mr. Raven says Nico to DNF on lap 2. Well, we're on lap 2 and Nico is at the back. But that's a very bold prediction indeed. DRS now open, as you can see, for Jax there behind Smug. Wide went Alex Pixie. Everybody filtering through, including Nico at the back. Swanton leads, Joker in second. It's been the story of the season with these two. Early on it was Syme leading the way, but he's dropped off. Senna had a really poor start, but has now kicked himself into the title race. Maybe left himself too much to do with just 2 more races after this one. Mr. Pickle also has climbed into the race. And there are now the front five as the fastest lap starts to change hands, and Pickle now losing out to Smug. And also another one, Jax Daniels has gone by him. And he was almost taken out by Jax as well there. Mr. Pickle drops to 7th. Must have made a mistake on that previous lap. Jax making a move on Smug. And that is P5 for the Red Bull. Smug, Mr. Pickle, Alex Pixie. Just gapping King Kong, who's now being chased by the Ferraris. Look at this. Both Ferraris. Very close attention to King Kong and each other. It's Rusty ahead of Al Newt at the moment. Then you see 50 Gent, Sloth, Sainsy. Easy Life has dropped back towards the rear, and Rouge Nico is last of all. Swanton still has less than half a second gap to Joker. Then it's Senna and Syme with a little bit of a gap forming ahead of Jax Daniels in 5th. Alex Pixie's done well to hold position on the hard tyres early doors as Senna sets the fastest lap. And they all close again on Swanton in front. Swanton had one of these races in Japan where he led or battled for the lead most of the way. Ended up after a late safety car being knocked off the road and finishing way down the field. And could it be those kind of things that decide a championship? Syme is right there behind Senna. Rouge Nico is now out of last ahead of Easy Life. And Sloth maybe trying to make a move on 50 Gent further back. Sainsy in attendance there. But we stay with the leaders for now, and Syme seems to have picked up some good pace on this lap and is starting to apply some pressure to Senna. King Kong making a move on Alex Pixie, who may now fall victim to the Ferraris as well. We'll keep an eye on this as Rusty has a look and makes a dive, and Alex just about avoided getting taken out there. And now Newty looking for a move on his teammate. Side by side the Ferraris. And now Newt up to P10. Rusty just got out the way of that one. So Newty into the top 10. Rusty drops to P11. 50 Gent in behind with Sloth and Sainsy trying to make moves. Pickle now trying to get to Smug once again. Has a look on the outside. And then that becomes the inside, and Smug just stood his ground, and Pickle was nearly spun there. Sloth has passed 50 Gent. Alex Pixie now the meat in the sandwich of the two Ferraris. Our Newt has managed to get past him. You saw him, Newt past Rusty. Still half a second the gap. Swanson to Joker and Joker to Senna, but Syme has now dropped back out of DRS range, slightly more towards Jax Daniels. Again, Joker getting close to the back of Swanson, but not close enough for a move. Rusty now passes Alex Pixie, who's still waiting for the hard tyres to show their advantage. Swanton, Joker, Senna breaking away now from Syme, who's fallen back towards the clutches of Jax Daniels, who's forwardly mobile. And now Joker's taking the lead. Joker into the lead, but Swanton will try and switch him back. Swanton tries to switch him back. Joker will squeeze him. Senna's going to try and make it 3 wide. And Swanton keeps the lead. But Joker now tries to switch him back. And Senna's right in there weaving for position. Swanton retains the lead. Joker and Senna, Simon, Jax have now started to catch back up because of this scrap. As you can see them there just coming through. More DRS help now for Swanton and for Joker and Senna behind Swanton. But still no way by. So Alex Pixie has now dropped down to P11. His tyres still not showing any advantage at the moment. He'll hope to be able to go long and be racier later on when everyone else is on older tyres. Jax trying to find a way past Syme. Can Joker do it this time? He's tailgating, he's making a move, and he's into the lead. And he's gone very wide, very, very wide. And now he's going to have to try and park it on the apex. And Swanton's going to go back round the outside and say thank you very much. He's just outbraked himself a couple of times, Joker, when getting the move for the lead, and it's cost him the position. Senna looks on in third. Jax has now passed Syme for fourth place. Mr. Pickle stays in sixth. And it's Smug from the Ferraris and King Kong who's chased by Alex Pixie, sorry. Sloth, 50 Gent and Sainsy. Big train forming there. And Pixie might try and make a move on Kong here, but Kong covers him off. We'll stay at the front. They're all bunching again. We got a hype train, and we got gifted subs in the Twitch. I can't see. Stacey has gifted 5 subs, so thank you very much to Stacey as always. Dynamic Racing Series has a sub. Matty Clemo. I can't see all of them at the moment. A Raven, Jonathan, and Jax. You've all got 3 gifted subs, so please do send your thanks in the chat to Stacey for that. As always, what did I miss? King Kong is in the pits. And it's an early one for Hards for him. And maybe he got damaged somewhere. Joker is in the lead. We're on board with Swanton, who's now second. But look how close they all are now. Syme, Jax, both right there up with Senna and Swanton and Joker. Front 5 still going for it. Train forming behind Alex Pixie now that King Kong has gone. That's Sloth, 50 Gent and Sainsy. Kong hasn't gone, he just pitted. He's in 16th now. And preparing to do a long stint on those hard tyres. Joker has a little wobble coming out there onto the straight, but nothing to cost him too much. Swanton, Senna, Jax all chasing. Syme trying to keep up. Rouge Nico now in the pit box. Swanton's going to go for the lead. Up the inside. And does. And Senna going to try and make it as well. Around the outside of Joker. But Joker keeps the position just. Jax is going to try and have a run at Senna now. Fascinating racing between the front 5 here. Oh, and Jax goes a little bit deep and almost hits Senna. Caution in sector 2. I think that's Sainsy. It is Sainsy. We've got a safety car. Sainsy's binned it. And we've got a full safety car. So this very much changes things. If I can get off the onboard, I can see if it's got any damage. We've got a full course safety car. Sainsy indeed has smashed his front wing to pieces. Swanton leads. And leads into the pit lane. So you would assume that everybody's going to pit now. Maybe not Alex Pixie. Front 7 are in. Rusty's going to struggle with a pit stop here. Alex Pixie takes the lead. Alex Pixie is going to lead the race. So it's an Alpine 1-2 at the moment. Pit stops galore going on. Rusty had to wait and will lose places. Easy Life comes in. The rear 2 are not going to make up any places, I don't think. They might make a couple. King Kong. It's really not gone well for King Kong and Rouge Nico this, but Kong will get up to 13th and Nico up to 14th. So Easy Life and Sainsy will be the last 2. Sainsy, of course, his accident causing the safety car to come out. So Alex Pixie leads the race.
Casade you 1983 thanks for the gift sub.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much to Stacey for the hype train. There we go. It's a hype train. Gifted subs in the chat. Love ya as ever. Right then, so now everybody's on the hard tyre. And presumably, apart from Alex Pixie, everybody's going to try and go to the end. Unless we have another safety car. As for this safety car, it's left it too late to go in this lap, so we've got one more lap. Well, the back two just tag on now. I'm sure Swanson will be hoping that Alex can let him go and then do a bit of rear gunner action on Joker and Senna. Those two seem to be the ones with the pace to fight for the lead and the win. Update on the Pro-Am race. He's Rusty in the lead from 50 Gent and King Kong. Strangely enough, 10 pros are followed by 6 Pro-Ams. And no mixing at the moment, which is rather odd. Oh, 50 Gent's out! What's happened? What's happened? 50 Gent's pinned it into the wall under the safety car! 50 Gent is out of the race! I don't know what really happened. We're still under safety car, and 50 Gent is in the wall and out of the race. It's a very bizarre incident, that one. Safety car in this lap then, and Alex Pixie will pace the field. An experienced campaigner. Runs his own league on a Wednesday night, lights out. Find them on YouTube, LOLR. I raced there once and put it in the wall in Monza. Alex goes then from Swanson. Joker. Senna was caught snoozing on the restart. And Jack Simon Pickle. At 12 of 31. What team play is going to come into it here at Alpine? Interestingly, Late Bloomer was not amused with the Red Bull boys doing some team play against his Alpine, which is occupied today by Alex. Swanson looking for that switch around. Senna starts up the inside of Joker, and he's got caught out there, and he's going to be passed by Jack Daniels. Swanson will now take the lead. And now Jax is off, and Senna. Jax and Senna both off. And Simon managed to go by. Joker now passing Alex Pixie. So the rear gunning didn't work for long for the Alpine boys. But Senna has dropped to 7th and has now got a box. So Senna in a spot of bother. And into the pit lane. Swanton leads Joker. Alex is third from Syme. And Jax, who also broke his front wing in that incident with Senna. Mr. Pickle bouncing off the wall dangerously there as Joker goes into the lead. Into the lead goes Joker. A real shame for Senna, who's going to be well adrift now at the back and hoping for another safety car. Syme trying to get past Alex, Pixie and keep up with the leaders. Jack's now holding up Mr. Pickle, Smug, Al Newt with a broken wing. Look at the cavalry coming here. There's about 7 or 8 of them right behind him as Swanton goes around the outside of Joker and Syme up the inside of Alex Pixie. Joker trying to drag race Swanton back down the far side, but he can't do it, and Swanton will retain the lead, at least for now. They'll have another chance for more DRS here, will Joker. Not close enough for a dive up the inside. Syme now third from Alex Pixie. Jax Daniels, Mr. Pickle, Smug. Our Newt's right there. Has Mr. Pickle also got damage? Yes, he has. So a few drivers with a bit of damage as Joker retakes the lead from Swanton. It is these two who are fighting out the championship. Alex Pixie now with a big queue behind him. Smug having a look. Not finding a way past Mr. Pickle. They've got to be careful as they concertina down there. Syme now getting right involved with the front two. Smug's lost a couple of places. 3 places in fact for Smug. He's broken his wing. Al Newt picked up a penalty, maybe trying to avoid him. And now more front wing pieces going flying. As Jax is off, Mr. Pickle goes by him. And so does Al Newt, but he's broken his wing now. Alex Pixie's got a penalty. Swanton round the outside, back into the lead. Does like that move round the outside. The front 3 now starting to gap away from Alex Pixie. Senna sets the fastest lap of the race. He's all alone at the back at the moment, but he's still putting the pace in. King Kong and Smug side by side. Smug's got a broken wing as well. Again, just like AMW the other day, a very expensive race for the manufacturers of front wings. Easy Life, he's still got his front wing. He's trying to chase down Sainsy. There's Nico now making a move on Smug. He's fallen down the order since coming to some accidents. Probably will need to pit. That does. Sainsy's got a penalty. You see him go wide, and Easy Life might have a go here. Up the inside goes Easy Life. And that makes a nice overtake on Sainsy. Smug's having his wing changed. Swanton and Joker again battling. Syme still looks on. Mr. Pickle finally has got Alex Pixie. Senna sets another fastest lap. Newty nearly takes Alex Pixie flying. Jax is in behind him. Then Sloth, Rusty and King Kong. The gap from Syme to Mr. Pickle now 5 seconds as the front three really do break away. And it's now Syme getting close to the back of Joker as Swanton tries to find a way to shake him out of DRS range. DRS train behind Mr. Pickle and Alex Pixie. Our Newt, Jax, Daniel, Sloth, Rusty. All looking for moves on this difficult overtaking track. And the proximity of walls, as you can see, is really affecting drivers' ability to keep their cars intact. Our Newt, another penalty. I think that's his second one. Into the pits comes Sainsy. Sainsy in the pits. Joker trying to get to Swanton. Senna, fastest lap after fastest lap. Our Newt edges out Alex Pixie, who comes back for more. Those two trying to come through, and then the two behind them, Jax and Sloth, also side by side. This is going to end messy, isn't it? Rusty trying to get involved and has cheekily passed both of them up the inside. What a move by Rusty Rusticles into P7. He took the McLaren and the Red Bull. He saw them scrap and he said thank you very much indeed, and he nipped past both of them. Cracking move from Rusty Rusticles. That could well go on the Move of the Season Awards Night playlist, if you're asking me. That was brilliant from the Ferrari. And he also leads the Pro-Am, don't forget, ahead of King Kong, and he's now put 2 cars between himself and the Pro-Am Championship leader, though Jax is now into the pit lane. Joker going for it still on Swanton. Syme sticking with them as well. They're getting further clear of Mr. Pickle and Al Newt. Rusty now wants to go at Alex Pixie. Goes around the outside. Goes very wide, but he's going to do it. Smug with the fastest lap now. Trying to get to Alex Pixie, who's done quite a good job of maintaining the tyres, and the heat is still on the tyres he started the race on. Everyone else boxing under the safety car, but now what does he do? Does he do the normal one stop for the mediums, or does he try and hold on as long as he can in the hope that another safety car comes? Joker's getting very close again to the back of Swanton. Sloth and King Kong have nipped by because Alex Pixie has called it a day with those tyres and is now in the pits. Joker, is he going to make a move? Not quite. Syme staying within that second, still using the DRS, but he's not managed to challenge any of them as Rusty makes a move on his teammate and he's up to 5th. Rusty showing some incredible pace today. Up to 5th now. There's Nico trying to get by King Kong. They're having a good little battle. Senna's almost back up to the points. He's into 11th now, with the others having pitted behind him. Just one more for Senna. Still 13 seconds behind Easy Life, but a second a lap would do it, just about. As we start lap 20 with Swanton in the lead from Joker. Syme the one getting close this time. Mr. Pickle now in a bit of a lonely race in 4th, but he won't mind that. Rusty up to 5th. And leading the Pro-Ams, Al Newt in 6th. So good points coming for Ferrari at this point. Sloth is 7th ahead of King Kong and Rouge Nico. Nico's really trying to get somewhere. And he could go around the outside of King Kong. Lovely move by Rouge Nico. And that is P8. And P2 in the Pro-Am race for Nico. Front 3 still in the same order. 50 Gent has left. That's he crashed earlier on. Pickle from Rusty. Our Newt's got Sloth climbing all over the back of him. Nico will surely be challenged again by Kong. Senna trying to close down Easy Life, who's currently running 10th. So a potential championship point for Easy Life. As Nico picks up a penalty. Sloth trying to close Al Newt down. Bit of DRS will help him here. Should get this one done, I think. Up the inside. Oh, and a bit of contact. And Syme now passes Joker. Sainsy in the pits again and has retired. So Sainsy's out of the race. Is his car going to return to the track and get in anybody's way? We hope not. No, it's gone. So it's now Swanton with a new challenger behind him, Syme. Syme, who started the season like he was going to win it. And then tailed off a bit. And Jackson Smug now having a little battle, which involved a bit of contact. These two right at the back of the field, but still scrapping away. And Jackson's going to keep going for it. Up the inside and makes the move on Smug. But did he go too deep? No, Smug can't get it back quite yet, but might race him down. Al Newt into the pit lane. Easy Life's up to 9th. Are these hard runners going to find that they've pitted too soon? Senna back into the points. Easy Life is up to 9th. Front 3. Swanton, Syme, Joker. Still all within a second of each other. Big gap now to Pickle, who Rusty is closing in on. And Rusty's climb through the field might not yet be over. Nico in 7th place, ahead of King Kong, and managing to stay ahead of King Kong. Syme having a look. Just found something extra on these hard tyres. Joker now with a good exit. Could be after Syme. And Syme could be after Swanson. Anything can happen here with these three. It's been a really good and clean race between these front three so far. Maybe we can't say the same for battles further back, where we've had quite a few wing changes. Is he going for it this time? No, he isn't. Just trying to bait Swanson into the mistake. These three are now 10 seconds clear of Mr. Pickle, who's got Rusty now within DRS range of him. King Kong closing back up on Nico. Of course, Nico has a penalty as well. I'll tell you more about the penalties as the race comes towards the later stages. Still just under a quarter to go. Lap 24 begins of 31. Syme again having a look. He's getting closer and closer down that straight. When is going to be the time? Joker's certainly not giving up either. Just have a look at Rusty as he closes on Mr. Pickle. Mr. Pickle surely losing pace because of that front wing damage. So it might be a matter of time before the Ferrari cruises on by. In fact, it could be right now that the Ferrari cruises on by. But he just thinks twice about a late dive. Smug's in the pits again. And he's the only one, or one of very few drivers who I expect to come back out and have a go at fastest lap rather than the pit and quit option. Alex Pixie has passed Senna. And that's for P10. Senna may be feeling the pinch on the tyres. Alex with fresher ones, of course. Rusty still can't find a way past Mr. Pickle. Kong can't find a way past Rouge Nico at the moment.
Hello.
Hello to George in the chat. How are you, sir? Are you at home yet? Not home, but back to your dad's.
Alrighty.
Good. If you fancy a race tonight, get in touch. Oh, you're still there. Okay. And someone is off, are they? I'm not sure. Swanson and Syme. Close. George, if you fancy a race later, contact Webster, AMW at 10 PM, taking the old Blobby Monday slot. You'll be more than welcome to join in. And there's no sharks. Sloth and Rusty. Sloth has passed Rusty. I think there must have been an incident between Pickle and Rusty, because Rusty's now been passed by Sloth, who's now closing on Pickle. Our Newt's pitted again. I don't want on board, I want off camera, so I can see who's Nico still ahead of King Kong. I want to see Rusty's front wing if I can. No, that looks okay, so I'm not quite sure what happened there. Syme, I know though, is closing on Swanton. Big battle. Big battle for the lead. Ramifications in the title race. Syme has just dropped out of it a bit, but he's right back up there today. Sloth closing on Mr. Pickle. Kong closing on Nico. Jack's closing on Senna as well. Senna will not be a happy bunny today. He was right up there and in contention early on. Our new purple sector 2. King Kong makes the move past Rouge Nico. Again, could be crucial in the title hunt for the Pro-Ams as new Alex Pixie now takes Easy Life. Smug with the fastest lap of the race. But do these tyres start to struggle late on for the hard runners who pitted under safety car? King Kong and Rouge Nico a lap before or two. Front 3 can't box now. They've got to just go for it, and that's what Syme is doing. He is going for it, and he's going to take the lead. Syme into the lead. Oh, but he's got a penalty. Syme's picked up a penalty. He's taken the lead, but he's picked up a penalty. And now Joker and Swanton are side by side. And now Joker's into second, and suddenly Swanton from the lead has dropped to third. But now they could end up 3 wide at any point here. Jax has got a penalty. Joker's got the lead. Swanton on the inside of Syme. Syme has to go out. Syme had to bail out of it. He's dropped to third. The penalty is going to cost him. Senna and Jax are scrapping. Easy Life's got a penalty. That could cost him a championship point. Swanton right on the case of Joker again. Mr. Pickle expertly keeping Sloth behind. Rusty's dropped off in 6th. King Kong now ahead again of Rouge Nico, then Alex Pixie from Easy Life. But penalties might see Senna back into the points soon. He's chased by Jax. Then it's Smug and Al Newt, who are also very close together at the back. Joker, Swanton, Syme. Syme having a look again. Joker, oh, Swanton into the back of Joker, and then Syme almost into the back of Swanton. That almost ended in disaster. Jax Daniels makes a move past Senna, and Smug scraps with Al Newt. Sloth still can't find a way past Mr. Pickle, who's making that Williams very wide indeed. Rusty could still possibly get involved with this, but maybe his tyres have gone off a bit quicker than the others. "15 seconds clear now, Joker, Swanton and Syme from Mr. Pickle. Joker has the lead, crucially. If he wins today, he's surely got one hand on the championship. Swanton still going for it. Syme keeping up with them, but will probably be resigned to third now after his penalty. Jax Daniels passes Easy Life, and then so does Senna. So Easy Life Championship point is going up in smoke. Swanton making the move for the lead. Joker's going to try and resist, but he can't. Swanton back into the lead. Lap 29 of 31. Sloth finally, is he going to get past Mr. Pickle? No, he isn't. Maybe he just baited him into going wide. Great stuff from Sloth. Pickle outbraked himself. Sloth goes by. P4 now for the McLaren. And Pickle is going to have some more defending to do from Rusty, I think. Alex Pixie making a move on Rouge Nico. Strategy gamble paying off for him slightly. And he'll fancy himself to maybe get after King Kong, who's 3 seconds up the road on very old tyres. So we'll keep an eye on that one. Of course, we'll keep an eye on the leader. Swanton managed to almost pull out enough to get out of DRS range there. And Pickle retaking Sloth. Great battles. Sloth going to come back for more. Rusty's there as well. Sloth back into P4. Rusty wants to do another double overtake like he did earlier. Alex Pixie trying to get after King Kong. Penultimate lap. We will put up the penalties for you. 6 seconds for Newty, 3 for everybody else. On this list, Syme, Alex Pixie, both the Red Bulls, Rouge Nico, Jax Daniels, and Easy Life. Bob with Pickle now. He tries to get to Sloth. He's been driving around with a broken wing for most of this race. Senna needs to stay within 3 seconds of Jax and potentially Nico to get a point or two. At the moment that looks doubtful as Jax begins to break away from him. No breaking away for Swanton. Joker still right on his case. Final lap of the race now for the leaders. Joker knows he's got to get it done soon. He goes to the outside. It's not there. Nico's got another penalty and that's going to cost him a couple of places. Including to his teammate Jax, probably going to let him go. He does. Swanton from Joker on this final lap. Mr. Pickle and Sloth, and a spin for Sloth. A spin for Sloth, and that's cost him. Rusty Rusticles will take 5th. Alex Pixie does get past Kong, but now he's got to get 3 seconds up the road from him. And off again is Sloth. Sloth's in the wall. Sloth's in the wall. He's kept it going though. And now he's going to be chased down by Alex Pixie and King Kong. He's managed to keep it going. He hasn't completely broken his wing. That could have been a late DNF. Swanton's going to come round the final corner. And Swanton wins in Singapore. Joker second, Syme third. Mr. Pickle, what a defensive performance with a broken wing. Can he get home for 4th? It looks like he can. Mr. Pickle home for 4th. Rusty Rusticles will have to settle for 5th, but wins the Pro-Am race. Sloth will come home in 6th. He's cruising home after that crash on the last lap, but he will come home for P6. Alex Pixie tries to beat him to the line, but it doesn't matter. He will drop behind King Kong in 7th. Alex Pixie is 8th. Jax Daniels is next from Rouge Nico, who drops to 10th thanks to Senna on penalty, who only gets one of the Red Bulls and a single point. Easy Life comes home 12th. Al Newt and Smug are the last two, and they will swap places due to 9 seconds of pens for Al Newt. So Smug takes 13th. Swanton keeps the title alive with that win, but Joker knows he's just got to keep it up and he'll be the champ. Sloth the driver of the day for the game. So it's Swanton the winner from Joker and Syme. Then Mr. Pickle. Rusty Rusticles, P5. And the Pro-Am win. Sloth in 6th. King Kong, one hand on the title, surely. 2nd in the Pro-Am, 7th overall. Alex Pixie was 8th. Jax Daniels 9th. Senna 10th. Rouge Nico, despite that penalty dropping him out on the main points, got a podium in the Pro-Am in 11th. Easy Life was 12th. Smug with the fastest lap was 13th, and Al Newt was 14th. The DNS were Sainsey, a pit and quit, and 50 Gent, a bizarre crash under safety car. That is it from DRS. Back in half an hour for AMW. I've been Blobby Butler. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to the new chatters, and of course to Stacey for the 5 gifted subs. I'll be back at 10 p.m-ish, just before probably, for AMW Racing from Spa. Until then, good night.